Take a moment to picture yourself relaxing at home watching your favorite program without a care in the world. You have never been exposed to radiation and you don't smoke cigarettes. You suddenly begin coughing up blood, so you decide to visit a doctor to find out what is causing it. After additional testing, the doctor informs you that, well, you have lung cancer. But how? How on earth could you develop lung cancer if you've never smoked cigarettes before? You're also not a middle-aged chemistry professor that is about to make some really good stuff, so what is going on? Well, there are a variety of potential causes for this, but radon would be the most likely one. Wait, hold on. What in the world is radon? Simply put, radon is an airborne radioactive gas that is odorless, colorless, and tasteless. It's usually found everywhere low on the ground or underground all over the world. You could find it outside in your backyard, basement, and even the ground floor of any house or building you may be in. It was accidentally discovered in the early 20th century by German physicist Friedrich Ernst Dorn while he was performing a study on radium's decay chain. See, radon is mostly found in rock and soil where the decay of radium is present. This could also happen in low quantities with thorium and uranium. Yes, you heard that right, uranium. But it's not as concentrated in soil as you would find it in nuclear plants. Or bombs. But anyway, how are we not all dead yet if it's so dangerous? Uranium is still radioactive as it is, right? So logically, anything that comes from it should be just as bad, right? Well, not exactly. The answer lays on the fact of where and how much it actually concentrates. It was first identified as a health hazard in the early 20th century when miners in Germany and Czechoslovakia began dying from unusually high rates. Don't worry though. Your Minecraft character is safe from radon. Or from anything, I think. Well, you yourself may not be safe, however, as radon can build up in any closed underground place in the world. There are usually way higher levels of radon in basements, or ground levels in homes. Radon is also about 8 times heavier than air itself, so it loves to stick around near the ground. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, radon in outdoor air averages a radioactivity level of around 14.8 becquerel per cubic meter, while average indoor air is around 48. There are some homes, however, that reach 4 times higher levels. Even so, these levels still don't pose a significant health hazard, as they're massively lower than the levels found in places like mines. With radioactivity, people usually think of Chernobyl and danger. However, it's the doses that truly matter, and not so much the element itself. Even though with radon there's no instant danger, it's still very dangerous in the long term. Repeated exposure over 20 years can cause lung cancer due to particles becoming trapped in a person's lungs when inhaled. Matter of fact, it is the second leading reason of lung cancer, with a whopping 21,000 people in the United States dying from it every year and responsible for 10 to 15% of all lung cancer cases worldwide. A lot of these cases, however, are related to people who smoke with dangerous levels of radon exposure, but not all. Approximately 3,000 of these deaths are related to patients who have never ever smoked before in their lives. So, how do we avoid potentially ending up in our deathbed from spending too much time in our basement, being on Discord, and waiting for Spider-Man 2? Well, it truly just depends on where you live. Radon levels can vary by location, as there's places on Earth where radon levels are extremely high, like Norway, where 10% of all buildings and homes exceed the recommended amount. There are usually some tests that home builders and realtors perform to check if radon levels are safe. It's commonly advised to keep the levels of radon below 200 becquerel per cubic meter, as well as testing levels every 2 years, or more conveniently, just buying a radon detector. Ironically enough, many have thought that radon may actually have a good effect on us after all. There are many locations around the world where people visit and pay to be exposed to radon as a form of treatment to achieve pain relief, such as the popular Akuradon tunnel in Bad Kreuznach, Germany, as an example. More ironic, however, is the fact that 85% of patients that have gotten treatment at this tunnel have said that it has worked. The dose is, per 1 hour, between 30 to 60,000 becquerel. At the end of the treatment, you will receive a dose of around 2.2 millisieverts. It's around the same dose you would receive from an X-ray. None of this has been proven to work by any authorities, though, so at the end of the day, the efficiency of this is still nothing but a myth. But it's an interesting thing to point out. What we know for sure, though, is that the danger is still there. So the next time you think about cancer, remember, there may be a risk you could get it sitting in your home even if you don't smoke cigarettes. Just make sure there's not too much dirt in your home and look out for any rock collections you may have. Without any further, let us know in the comments if you think radon should be brought to light way more than it currently is. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to us if you would like to discover more threatening day-to-day things that could be killing you